Okay, so last week, the reason I barely uploaded any videos on my channel at all was because I was invited to DICE's offices in Stockholm to get an early look at the new progression system that the team has been working on for Star Wars Battlefront 2, pretty much since the launch of the game. The game was riddled with microtransaction opportunities theoretically designed to give you more power the more money you paid, but then ended up randomizing the prizes that you got from buying crates with crystals. And coincidentally, that was the same system employed as the progression system. Crates handing out random items in the game, regardless of how you played or what your preferred items actually were. The system was heavily criticised at launch by millions of people. We could all see exactly what was trying to be achieved, and it fell to DICE to then fix what wasn't right with Star Wars Battlefront 2, and that's what you're looking at today. Now, this new update is launching alongside a new map. This is Bespin. The team is obviously 4 or so months behind development schedule now. They've had to use all of that time planned for content, instead fixing the progression system, and therefore this is likely what the team could fit in as they put the finishing touches to the progression update. That said, DICE has made it very clear there is much more content coming in the future, as they feel the game is now in a much better state, but as usual, they can't tell us what that content is, and they can't really tell us when it's coming either, so we'll just have to wait and see what they've got planned. So, what is it that DICE has actually done here? I'm simply going to tell you everything they've done, give you all of the facts so that you can be fully informed, and then you can make your own opinion on the game now, and once I've done that, I'll give my opinion at the end of the video. So firstly, this progression system is now linear. This means any items that impact gameplay, whether that be blasters or star cards for your classes, or the vehicles in this game, they will be earned through gameplay only and will not be available for purchase with real money. You will now earn XP with each class you play as, whether that be the Assault Trooper, or Luke Skywalker as a hero, or the TIE Bombers in Starfighter Assault, for example. When you use a class and score XP with it, that will progress your class rank. The class rank is replacing your star card rank from the previous system. Once you gain enough XP to rank up that character or class, you'll be given a skill point that can then be spent on that class or character. This can be used to unlock a new star card or upgrade an existing star card's rarity. In terms of upgrading star cards, all star cards are now level gated depending on the class that you're playing as. This means you need to reach a certain class level in order to unlock new star cards along the way. I spoke to Dennis Branval at the event where I was playing this new progression update, and he said that the star cards have been set in this progression tree so that more important cards are unlocked first, and these ones are integral to the class's role. And then as you reach higher levels, more side grade cards are unlocked, letting you create a bespoke class to your liking. Dennis also confirmed there are level gates on the rarities of the star cards as well, meaning you cannot just upgrade your thermal detonator to epic level if you're only a level 5 assault. You'll need to play the assault class more until you reach the right class level to start reaching those higher star card rarities. You might then also be wondering, if you've already unlocked some star cards using the previous system, what's going to happen to those? Well, DICE is letting you keep anything the old system gave you, and you'll simply start with this new progression system when the update goes live. And to give you a little bit more detail here, the star card rank of the old system is going to be your new class rank in the new system, +1. This means any new players coming to the game, buying Star Wars Battlefront 2 and starting out for the first time, they won't start at level 0, they'll start at 0 + 1, which is level 1. If you played the game before this update goes live, you're going to keep all the unlocked star cards and their rarities, all blasters, and anything else you've already earned. The only difference is that you won't be able to re-unlock these items, so whenever you reach the right levels to unlock new things with your skill points, these items will already be available to you, and likely you've already been using them in your loadouts to get to that certain point anyway. Another thing you might be wondering is what is happening to crates, the huge issue people had with the first iteration of progression in Star Wars Battlefront 2. Well, again here DICE is making some big changes to how they actually work. Crates will now no longer include star cards or any game-changing items and cannot be purchased with real money. They will only contain credits and cosmetic items like emotes and victory poses. You'll still be getting a daily login crate, and crates will remain as rewards for completing timed challenges and milestones. So essentially, this removes the pay-to-win element of Star Wars Battlefront 2. There is now no way at all to purchase gameplay-affecting items in this game anymore. And speaking of purchasing things, let's talk about microtransactions and whether they're returning to the game. EA has already confirmed they will be re-enabled at some point, but we now have more information about what those will be. DICE has confirmed that these microtransactions will return in a patch in April, not this March one, and, as I think we all hoped would be the case, these microtransactions will only allow you to purchase cosmetic items for Star Wars Battlefront 2. You'll be able to purchase crystals with real money, which will then allow you to buy some of the many character skins that DICE is planning for the game, and as I said, that all starts in April. You will also be able to buy character skins with credits, and these are earned by playing the game, so you still have two options around the cosmetics here. Now, the really great thing is that cosmetics that you buy with crystals, your real money, they will not be in crates. There will be a new in-game store where you can simply choose what you want to buy, you buy it, and it will be unlocked for you. This will also work with credits. You can go into the store and spend your credits on character skins, unlock them, purchase them with credits, and they will be available in your inventory. This is great news because DICE has really worked hard to remove any kind of random elements from Star Wars Battlefront 2, and that means the player is totally in control of their own progression. Now, something else that's pertinent to the progression system and is going away are crafting parts. These will no longer be part of the Star Wars Battlefront 2 progression system. There's no longer any need for them. These will be phased out in the April patch and will be converted into skill points for you. So whatever crafting parts you have right now before this update, do not use them. 40 crafting parts will be converted into 1 skill point, which can then be used on any character or class in the game. So the more crafting parts you have, the more skill points you're going to have after this April update. Now, this is a one-time situation, however, because as I explained earlier, the standard method of obtaining skill points only allows you to use them for the class or character that you earned them with. Here, you'll be able to spend these converted crafting parts wherever you like in the game. But once they're spent, they are spent. Now, that's the rundown of the new progression system. You have all the information you could possibly have, and you can make your own opinion here, but I'm going to give you my own opinion so you know where I stand. I think the team has delivered perhaps the best scenario the community has been wanting, with no compromises whatsoever. You can count me as one of the many gamers who thought this scenario was one that EA and DICE would not implement simply because it goes directly against everything that the launch version gave us, and it's likely not going to earn EA and DICE as much revenue as it did before. We do have to remember that as much as games are made for player enjoyment, if the developers and producers don't make money on it, then the product is not really doing what was intended, and in many cases, won't be supported for as long. However, it seems EA and DICE are really trying to make things right here for the community, and give them a game they actually want to play, rather than one that's preying on them, spending money to progress their characters. The implementation of cosmetic-only microtransactions mimics what a lot of other games are doing nowadays in an attempt to fund future development. I mean, you can look at Fortnite as an example there. And really, with a game like Star Wars Battlefront 2 that already cost $60 at launch, and a lot of people paid that price for it 4 or 5 months ago, I don't think there is another fair, accepted way to really fund development outside of a season pass, which, as we know from the first game, has negative effects on the community by splitting it up into sections. Were this a free-to-play game like World of Tanks, I could perhaps understand gameplay-changing microtransactions, but again, Fortnite has proven you don't need gameplay-changing microtransactions to get people to spend money on a free-to-play game. But because Star Wars Battlefront 2 isn't free-to-play, I think DICE and EA have reached the right point where they can now hopefully just put this mess behind them and simply work on providing a great Star Wars experience for all the players out there. I really think it's down to the community to decide whether this is a good thing for the game or a bad thing, and over the next few months, if more players come back to the game, if more people start playing, then I would say this is a success. What DICE is laying out here for the community, I think, is the best option they had, and it's surprising that they went down this route considering what the launch of the game looked like, but if players come back and start playing, it will be a success. Is it too late? I think only time will tell. But there you are. Thanks very much for watching today, and I want you guys to let me know your thoughts down below in the comments section. Tell me your opinions, good or bad, and I'll be down there responding to as many as I can. Leave this video a like if you liked it, or you can dislike it if you didn't like it, and until next time, my name is Westie, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.